Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to see that this is solid and this is solid. So that means this can't be an answer and this can't be an answer. So it's either this guy or this guy. So let's go look at the lines. There are obviously different lines on here. So this is in slope-intercept form. So this one starts at -2 and goes up 2 over 1. So this one starts at -3. So this one does not start at the right place. This one does start at the -2 and goes up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. If we look at the other one, it would start at 3 and go down 1 over 2. So this would start at 3 and go down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. So this one has to be the right answer because that's not even the right graph. The lines aren't even the right graph. You can see for the top graph, 0 would have been false, but for the bottom graph, 0 would have been true because this guy shades this way and this one shades this way. That's why they overlap. So you could see that if you would have plugged 0, 0 and this guy would have been false, this would have been true for 0, 0. So that's another thing that you could have substituted it in and found that this guy was 0 is less than or equal to 0 minus 2. And then this one would have been 0 is less than or equal to 0 plus 3. So this would have been true and this would have been false. So you could have seen that pretty easily. But you don't have to go that far. Right, slope-intercept form, so it's looking for a slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b, and the line described. So that doesn't mean you start with that. You don't have to start with that. You can actually end with that form. So usually you start with point for slope form. Oops. So you start with this, y, and then okay, where these are the points, you take the opposite of the y, you take the opposite of the x, and then there's your slope. So let's go find those, okay? So this says parallel to this, so that means here's this, and parallel means same slope. And then here's your x and your y, so let's go ahead and put that in. So we have y, and then the opposite of our y is going to be a positive 4. And then our slope is 8, because that's the same slope. And then x, and then the opposite of our -1 will be a positive 1. And now we just have to rearrange it to get y alone. So we'll distribute the 8x plus 8, y plus 4, subtract the 4. Y equals 8x plus 4. Okay. All right. Now this one says we're going to write it in slope-intercept form. Equation of a line through the given points. So at the end we're going to try for y equals mx plus b. Again, we don't start with that form. We just end with that form. And usually we start with, that's right, point slope form. So we do the difference in the y's over the difference in the x's. You can see how this point is on top of itself, and this point is on top of itself, with the y's on the top and the x's on the bottom. So this would be 2 over, add the opposite, 7. So 2/7. Now right now you could actually stop because the only one of these answers with 2/7 as a slope is that guy. But you can keep going if you want to. And to keep going, you would pick one of these points, and I'd probably pick this one and put it into point slope form, which you can refer back up to this guy right here. So you have y and the opposite of y, which is -2, and then your slope, and then your x and your opposite of x, which is -3. Now this one's a little bit different because you would have to, you have that fraction, so if you want, you can get rid of the fraction by multiplying everything, both sides, by 7. 7y minus 14, by taking that 7 all the way through. But this one, the 7s will just make a 1, and you'll take a 2 all the way through now. So 2x minus 6, and then add 14. And then divide each term by 7. And you'll get y equals 2/7x plus 8/7, which is your answer.